Oh, it was in the year 1801 when I left my poor Kate all sad and alone. Says I to my Kate, sure 3 months won't be long, but as little I thought of the Basketong, latly fall the deedler, or I'd fall the dolly. We had a good foreman, Kennedy was his name. To speak bad about him 'twould be a great shame. For suck holes with him they had no great sight, for he treated all the men in the shanty alike. Gladly fall the deedler, or I'd fall the dolly. Old Kennedy's Dan, he was jovial and true. He drove a pair of colts, they were about 22. He'd drive fast all day and he'd ne'er be out late, but he thought he'd play hell if Big Jack had a mate. Gladly fall the deedler, or I'd fall the dolly. Old Kennedy's Dan, he soon gave them a stroke, for the very next morning the harness he broke. He took them to the shanty, and that very fast, and he told the old man to stick them in his eye. Gladly fall the deedler, or I'd fall the dolly. We had a good loader, Morissette was his name. To speak bad about him 'twould be a great shame. He'd lift like a brute when the logs would be large, saying up at them boys, now lev Joel a barge. Gladly fall the deedler, or I'd fall the dolly. Oh, one night we had a great talk about the herrings, the taste of the salt, and the door of our shanty would give you a fright. We were running up and down through the river all night. Gladly fall the deedler, or I'd fall the dolly. I think I'll conclude and finish my song. I hope you won't mind me for keeping you so long. I'll write a letter to Kate saying it will not be long till I'll be returning from the Basketong. Gladly fall the deedler, or I'd fall the dolly.